Pawnpunga locals in Victoria's High Country are definitely on edge this morning. The community plunged into lockdown after a rogue gunman allegedly opened fire on police.
Manager of Mount Buffalo Caravan Park, Emily White, along with her parents and owners of the park, Andrea and Glenn Seed, join us live now. Guys, thanks for your time this morning. Emily, let's start with you. So this shooting, we understand, happened about 150 metres from your property. Can you take us back to what it was like in that moment?
It was a really, really surreal feeling. I think, having the police come through and telling us to get indoors and lock all of our cars and, yeah, really, really stay put. It was very surreal at first, and then everything started to kind of follow. And, yeah, it was a really, really terrifying day yesterday.
Did you hear or see anything at the time? How did the information get through to you, or the extent of what had happened 150 metres away?
Probably Glenn would be able to answer this because he was on his way back from Wangaratta.
Yeah, you go ahead, Glenn.
I was actually, coming back, and all of a sudden I've seen, probably a dozen police cars come through Myrtleford at, 100 miles an hour, and I thought, what's going on? And as I got closer to sort of home here, I see a police car at the roundabout, and I thought something's going on. And we own the caravan park next door as well, and I went for a quick drive up there, and sure enough, they were starting to block the road off there, so didn't know what was going on. We hadn't been told what was going on, and then I spoke to the police, and they said, just start locking down, there's a gunman on the loose. And we went, right, well, that's interesting. And had to, all staff had to be inside, all cars, everything, all our machinery locked down. That was sort of panic control till we sort of got a bit more information. The police come flying through the parks, looking everywhere.
It was really
nobody had any idea what was going on.
It's
at this stage, and it's been pretty hard.
It's one thing to have such, a grand police presence, right? But then to learn that 2 officers were killed. Andrea, how did that news sink in?
Well, as we've said, we didn't know a lot, but when we were told about that, I guess it was just that horrible feeling that, people have gone to work and everyone hopes they're going to return home, don't they? At the end of the day, we all hope that we're going to return home, and these people go to work to protect our community, and they're not going home to their loved ones. And our condolences, our thoughts, everything go out to those affected families yesterday.
It's a pretty tight-knit community. Did you know any of the officers? I mean, you would know police in the area, but just that feeling, and then for the officers to have to go out and try and find someone who has done this to their brothers. How do you sum that up?
Unfathomable.
It is unfathomable, Carl, and it's also they're in a good, hard predicament because there's some inhospitable terrain where they are. And I'm sure this guy knows it fairly well. So that's, the police are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they've got some challenges out of them, and the weather's not on their side up here today. It's been a rubbishy night for them, and it's going to be a rubbishy day by the looks of it. So, it's hard for everybody. Nobody has any idea. Nobody knows, where he is, or do you walk outside to get some fresh air or anything? We don't know.
Yeah. Is this a guy that you were familiar with in the community? Did he sort of freak?
No. I know of him. I've met him and I've seen him around town, but never had much to do with him. But we do know him, and it's only where it happened is about 700 metres up the road from our parks.
How do you feel about him?
He's never done anything wrong to me. I can't really explain it, So it's hard. But it's not a very nice thing to do for anybody. Nobody deserves that, and we've all got our own thoughts on things, but he's unfortunately expressed his a bit too much.
Okay, you're being told to stay indoors now. What's the flow of information like? What's your day-to-day life going to be for the next little bit? What are they telling you?
So at this moment, we haven't had a current update, so we're just going by that we're still going to stay indoors, keep safe, and basically lock down inside until further notice. So we had guests staying at the park. Unfortunately, last night they couldn't get back in due to the where we are. There's a roundabout, so they all couldn't get through, so they had to get other accommodation in Bright. So, and our day-to-day now will be We won't be opening our park, obviously, and we just have to sit tight and stay safe and wait for further instructions from the Victoria Police.
All right.
Well, it is such a beautiful part of Victoria and at the moment a really terrifying one, but we do think of you all and hope that you all stay safe. Thank you for joining us this morning, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, guys.